we are back. We are back, and the dropped frames are going crazy. I have no idea why. Let me see if I can. Let me see if, since I'm here, let me switch over to, say, my miner and pick up things like the ether currents, if I can. Well, hopefully the dropped frame rate thing sorts itself out. Otherwise, now, if you were catching my stream in the last part, there was some sort of weird interrupt. And, I do apologize for that, where the stream just seemed to pause, and I'm still seeing some weird things going on with the kilobytes per second. So right now I'm just giving OBS and Twitch and stuff time to settle, while now it's saying northwest, so up here? So up there at the beacon? Also doing this as the miner allows me to not worry about pulling every creature in sight. Again, I do apologize for that interrupt. I just felt the need to try to restart. And if there's ever a point in this where it interrupts again, please let me know. Better that I know so I can troubleshoot rather than, Oh, I hear a current. Yep, there it is. I really hope I don't get another interrupt like that. That was really annoying. That interrupted in a rather pivotal cutscene. Hopefully you were able to hear it, even though you couldn't see it, per se. Because I saw no interruptions on OBS or... And sadly, with the way MSQ works, once that's done, it's done. Yeah, I'm just taking the moment while waiting to see if OBS or the internet is going to glitch again. I saw no interruptions with the game, but I noticed that Twitch had gone fritzy. In the meantime, I can get these currents and I'm pretty certain. I don't know if I'm going to find many more here. This is 695. That could easily be somewhere over here for all I know. That can't hurt to explore around, I guess. Assuming I'm able. Oh well. Yeah, 536. There's no way that this thing is 536 yalms wide. It's got to be on one or the other. Okay. Okay, well, the reason why I was asking for the check, Lethal Colonel, was because I was noticing that, you know, when I looked, I have another screen up just to double check in case there's any glitching, and that I saw that my other screen had completely, of the stream had completely frozen. So I don't know. But when I had refreshed, it had continued. So I don't know if it was a local internet thing or if there really was an OBS thing. But I was noticing in OBS that the green square was glitching between amber, orange, and red. So that's why I decided to essentially restart the stream. So in any event, having gotten what ether currents we can, let's talk to Vena. Good timing. I finished my own investigations not long ago. So have you any new findings to share? I see. Even an expert in the field had little understanding of Meteon's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Meteon as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we have made progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusion. Witness to the spectacle, Vena is musing over your recent findings. At present, the strongest link that we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis, and the entelechies which can control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus I am inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer and his familiar. And on that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Meteon, aside from her unorthodox method of communication? There are more like her. She has sisters. She and her sisters were created to journey the stars and search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in our mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripetia Crystalline. Not far from here, just follow the path to the west. I guess that's this path. Yeah, it is this path. And no blue quests as yet. So just keep going. Oh, Hipposurf. Good to know that some names haven't changed much. This tower and the one further along are both part of Peripetia Crystalline, the tower where they archive all of Alpus's observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lessons short and see what those two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak with over at the other tower, I shall join you there anon. How odd that I should suggest this approach without a second thought. You've come from a time and place that is dramatically different, yet here we are working side by side or apart as the situation demands, with barely a word of explanation required. No matter the centuries which separate us, we are of the same star, we share a connection, and I hope that together we might find the answer you seek. Okay. So I need to go over to this tower. You have questions for me? Certainly. Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. Okay. Indeed, so if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should then have sufficient data for our official records. Now, what was it you wished to speak with me about? The Chief Overseer's personal research project, and by that I assume you mean Meteon. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes by without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I am afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Meteon appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Although I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galeen shared with me. Galeen is my partner and a fellow researcher here in Alpus. She was returned late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Meteon heavensward, a host of them. For several days she would speak of that scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I should like to hear. Mistress Vena, I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pray do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favor me with a retelling of this sight which so delighted your Galeen? Of course, or you could hear it from her lips directly if you prefer. Fog. At present, she should be observing a subject in Metabaseus thalassai. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world's oceans recreated in such sublime detail. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Vena. Even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. 'Tis a rest well-deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered for the wisdom you accumulated during your travels as Asm. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed served as the basis of many techniques still in use today. I'm seeing more dropped frame rates. This is going to be something to keep an eye on. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature with as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there is not a soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I will be honored. Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Galeen in person? Then allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful, thank you. The other archivists said not. We hadn't already heard, but this story of Galeen sounds promising. I have opened the path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across to the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway and you will find yourself at the entrance to Metabaseus thalassai. Galeen will be eager to share her tale with you, I am sure. Yeah, northeast is over there. There's got to be something. Yeah. The tower ahead is still part of the Peripetea. Crystalline, we will need to ask for passage through to the upper tier. Mistress Rana, just passing through. Then allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there is always an observer or two out on the upper Skyway. Yeah, it's on one of the other islands. That door leads into the far side, but perhaps we can trouble this person for assistance with finding Galeen. Mistress Vanna, I was not told to expect we would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there is no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galeen, if that might be arranged. Yes, Galeen, of course. I will inform her immediately. But she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view. What is it like in the future?
Oh no.
Is the world still a beautiful place?
I just saw the red square go red there for a moment, and there was a little bit of lag. Sorry about that. Not sure what's going on with the internet. As beautiful as ever, some parts yes, others not so much. It's more beautiful here. I'd say it's as beautiful as ever.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account. Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart.
Yeah, I'm still seeing some lag.
Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles. Each and every one of us. Born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me. An epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true. And a presence without. Immense, yet intimate. Fate, perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating, how keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people, beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before.
No, not yet.
They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love.
Yeah, no, I have not gotten to the next dungeon, Lethal Colonel. We are waiting for Galeen to tell us what she saw of Meteon. That's where we are. We're in the waiting for that. So we haven't yet gotten to the next island. I don't know if that's for Katisis Hyperborea, but or not. This Katisis Hyperborea you're speaking of. But no, I haven't gotten there yet. We're waiting for
So long as they
Galeen.
need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. A moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Pray forgive my lateness.
Oh, being cut off.
My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, I did. It was in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up. Then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Metea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
So another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what we've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others, which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter the more likely possibility. Proceeding under that assumption, our next step could be to divine why or even if he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. Worthy of his back, Vana has a new course of investigation in mind. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth the Metea. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Galeen said she spotted him in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the far edge. If we stand at the same vantage point, it should not prove difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Yeah, the next ones are definitely somewhere over here. I assume that's the island over there. But how do we get there? I can't fly yet. Now, if I were conducting some mysterious research, where would I go? Maybe that island over there? Ah, what about that one? Have you the means to fly? 'Tis quite a distance. Not here. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. Oh, it's Argos! My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Myrokos here over to that island? Oh no, what's wrong? Stubborn creature. There's no place on this great star we have not together traveled, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argos has rather exacting standards, I am afraid. What? You've ridden him before? Ah, your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing that. Interesting. 'Tis certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution for us is to face off in a sparring match. Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two, into the bargain. You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember, a memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler out of time? Choose your battlefield, I will do what I must, and if this memory turns out to be a bad one... Fighting the... Why not? Let's give it a try. I know I tend to do these on a very easy or whatever. But let's give it a try first. Admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. Huh. Well, I'm, well, outside of getting upgrades for my rings... Oh my goodness, and my earring and my necklace, I am so undergeared. I haven't had much luck with getting gear from dungeons. But I'm fully repaired and everything. Wish me luck. The entity is identical to the one you encountered in Mario Lamentorium, but this Argos is pointedly ignoring you. Lovely. Shall we begin? But be warned, I'll not go easy on you. Now let's give it a try.
Let neither side hold back.
Whoa, she is... Her HP is... Oh my goodness. I am doing next to no
My
damage.
blade sings!
Whoa. I would. Oh, dear. No, 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 no. Ow. That hurt. I'm not gonna live through this. That did too much damage. Oh, I'm dead.
My blade sings!
Bye-bye. Nope. Failed. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, I was doing next to nothing. I'll do it very easy. I wonder if I should use, hopefully I can get through this one in one
Let
try.
neither side hold back.
That's a little bit better of a start. Doing this on Black Mage is certainly,
My blade sings!
oh. Yeah.
My blade sings!
I was able to make that one.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
Oh, she's like me. Why can't I change jobs mid-combat?
No quarter.
Oh my god, so these that's a dancer move, I think, although I don't think I've seen that in my spell repertoire. Uh-oh. It's literally taking every... I wasn't able to do much damage in that one.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Oh, now she's in what? Oh, White Mage.
Prepare yourself. Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Ah! I hate being Black Mage. I'm not gonna be able to get them all. Oh dear, that's a red one. I hate moving. These ones are faster. It's like I can either move or I can. Those.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
Oh, that took
It
us.
still stands. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Okay. Oh, I thought we'd have to go a few more rounds. I hate doing stuff like this on Black Mage. Too much movement. That was way too much movement for my liking. I'm a turret.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you. One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, his strength was astounding. As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys. Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Okay, Argos will soon have us standing on the very spot where the Metea Metea made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. Then we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us rather than against us. And giving a I thought I heard a loud bang a moment ago. Sorry about that. The event on with the MSQ. A flower upon your return. Vana has Argos and his double at heel. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the Isle. I don't like that I have to go very easy with that, but there was way too much going on, and I could either move or I could attack. Not both. That was really annoying. Climb onto Argos's back, and we can be off. You know, I honestly cannot remember the last time he carried anyone but me. Argos motions to hop, motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
Use the echo? Yeah.
So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you.
What?
Come and stand before me. There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
So we've been doing it the first way, but this is the second one.
All
Interesting.
units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture, possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
So, what is your opinion?
Hermes wouldn't wish for the final days. Hermes is a gentle soul, and yet I can see just by this moment alone.
I understand. He is a gentle soul, and well-intentioned. Yet it does not take ill intent to beget ill. We must consider the possibility that something may have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
There are a number of places where Hermes might be in Alpus. But we could do worse than to look in Catesis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in Ethoseletikos Boreas, the Northern Isle. I wonder, Myrokos, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Catesis itself. I touched upon the practice before back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. 'Tis there upon those sprawling habitats that the chief overseer and most of Alpus's observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the Neos north of Point in Myrokos. Ah, and we have blue quests. If I've learned anything from Eureka, it's to really mind true sight. Okay, but first there's this, and she thought the teleporter was back there. It's not back there, it's this way. Let's see about this other blue quest since I'm here. Fetching yet another researcher or visitor. So that one side, that first blue quest was literally fetching a student who was tasked with getting a flower for Metron so he could give it to Logriff. Okay. don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the way through Alpus with this particular stream, especially after having to do that interrupt due to whatever was going on with my internet and OBS. Yeah, I just need the current. Let me know if you want me to come back and do this side quest on stream. I just wanted the current so I could move forward. Yeah, that means I just have the one quest and then 3 more. Good. The Neos acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to Catesis Hyperborea, we follow this path and then turn left at the crossroads. Let's see. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Alpus. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes is at another facility, as we have just discovered. Oh, it's them. Furthermore, we have confirmed that his studies into Dynas as well as his creation of Meteon were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emmett Selk. And I thought you didn't believe me. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hithadeius' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible dynamis? Which, in turn, leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end. Of that, I am certain. It seems there is more to the tale after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for your understanding. Save your thanks. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story. Well, but as Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. Well, that was a rather poignant change of music. Okay, and Autumn was coming in here to say, hey, please feed me, it's dinner time, so, I think I'll pause the MSQ here, and we will pick up with the next part. If you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe. Give me on YouTube, give me a follow on Twitch, hit the notification bells, and I will see you anon, friends.